EAC setting. But starting from today, this training is going to be a 2-day training. 1 day in the classroom. The second day tomorrow will be, we are going to go to the field for practical experience. There is quite a lot of differences between sensitization and community engagement. When there is epidemics or there is need to create demand for utilization of critical health services, the best approach is adopting what is called community engagement. I developed this protocol so even before the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic. I developed it during the time of Lassa fever. Going through the various literatures and looking at our social context, I felt that we need something that is going to be more effective. And during Lassa fever, the state fellow was of the opinion that we should do community sensitization. I said, no, that it won't work. So I took them through this procedure, and as at that time, the epicenter of Lassa fever was Igbo community in Owo, and we went out. After that community engagement, the following year, there was no single case of Lassa fever in that community again. This third year, the case that they have was an imported case from another community. And when Famoku presented it in a stakeholder meeting at Abuja, attended by WHO and other partners, they voted it. They gave it 17/20. They had the highest score. And based on that success, we adapted it again for the COVID-19 pandemic. And UNICEF too was so thrilled that they supported this activity with over 20 million in 2020. And it helped in drastically reducing community spread of COVID-19. I don't want to mention a name, but one of the prominent national rulers in Ondo State today, when we went to his palace with his chiefs and all, he started the agreement. He came out to say, before he thought COVID-19, he's even a doctor, that he thought COVID-19 was something that is just the health worker hyping the prevalence and the risk associated with it. But after this engagement, he is now convinced that COVID-19 pandemic is free and is going to work with the community to ensure they will work with it to drive away COVID-19 pandemic. Now, what are we talking about? You see, if as I'm speaking to you, after like 10-30 minutes, you'll be sleeping. It's true, you'll be sleeping. If I continue with this story I'm giving, you'll be sleeping. Because at the end of the day, you get bored. And that is not community engagement. What we call community engagement, which most of us do, social mobilization, all those things, is what we call sensitization. And I always call it meat pie. Meat pie sensitization. You know what is called meat pie? Now I'm taking meat pie with banana now with tea. That is what people do. The community engagement is not like that. Before the community engagement, first have an idea of what are the health worker, what is the problem, what is really happening. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So you have your hypothesis. based on what you read, what you are hearing, it's okay. You will now communicate to a community where you have a center. We don't just do it by as your body direct or spirit direct. It has to be based on data. Which community have high risk or high incidence of that particular disease, and we develop questionnaire, never more than 10 questionnaires. Those questionnaires will be, you know, what you want to find out, what is their understanding about that particular disease. Are they aware of so disease? What they think is the cause of the disease? What they think is the effect of that disease on the community? And what do they think would be the solution to address it? And how do you implement what have been agreed to address that issue? And not only that, what is the, you know, suggestions? So you go out and use that questionnaire to get their feelers, get the information. You now come back, analyze it. Some can tell you that no, COVID-19 is caused by what we call it, caused by evil spirits, by people or by the gods are angry. It happened, this is the Maluku epidemic in 2015. I led the state epidemic response. I was appointed by the then Commissioner for Education with the Deputy Editor, even though I was HMB. Being a public health physician and epidemiologist, I was made the team lead. And when we got there, when we started doing spoken discussion, what we said that somebody offended the gods, and this is what is causing it. They all have various perceptions about it. But the truth about it is that during those activities, we were able to find out that there was this place where they normally buy this alcohol, and there was a party before the thing happened, and they needed highly concentrated local gin. And yes, they now went to mix methanol with the local gin. So how do you know? All the people I was interviewing, because 5baby supported me a lot, I went with a lot of people in that episode. We asked the question, what have you done in the past 1 week or 2 before this started? You know, the only thing that was persistent that went for a party. What do you think we took this? So when we found out that most people that a lot of people died, some people became blind. So when we went round, we noticed that it was one particular place. All of them were buying that drink. And also the people that also buy like retail from that wholesaler, they also said to other people they had the same problem. So I just immediately went with the Oba and got the approval of the Oba, and they had to see that list, and that's how that epidemic went down. Are you getting that? Yes. So the same thing. So when you have all this information, this analysis what will now make you to now do the real community engagement. You will have got information first by your questionnaire. Those that say it's caused by what you call it by the gods are angry and all, you know you have a big problem in your hand. So when you are communicating, that's the area you will focus on for that area. Those that believe that the only way, the way to prevent it is to drink hot kind or something that will kill the teeth on the blood, like in time of COVID-19. You know there's a problem. They are not speaking something that will be safe in terms of implementation. So those your questionnaire will make you identify. Thank you, you will now plan. So when you get to the area, now I'm not looking at this, I'm just telling you I will start looking at the slide. I'm just telling to you. When you now get to that place, what you do is this. before you go, you will have sent a message, because we are going to do it today. You will have sent a message. Usually we use the health worker within that community. Usually social mobilization officers. That one we use in for them. So they will help us inform those communities. Sometimes we use the OIC in that community. Okay, please, meet so and so ballot that we are coming on this at so and so time. People from those state headquarters, epidemic response team are coming for so and so, and one member of your community to be there, stakeholders and all. You know, in normal focus group discussion, we usually do between 8 and 12. But in community engagement, they can be as many as 100. Because we don't give limits. We don't give limits because all the stakeholders must be represented. That is really different. That is the main difference between community engagement and focus group discussion. They follow the same pattern. But the addition again, which is also different from focus group discussion, is this: in community engagement, you are not the teacher. You are only facilitating. Facilitating is different from teaching. Teaching is you sit down like you start. You know, I'm a lecturer. I see lecture now. You start talking about slide. This. You now ask questions. They ask you questions. No, in community engagement, you talk less. So when you get there that same day of the engagement, the community, with the permission of the ballot or the representative, will have agreed. Don't distract your face, please. So when you get to that place, during that day, after the introduction, preliminary greeting, and all of us are sitting down, seated down, whatever. You know, we went to grammar school, sir, those days. Not that children that they will speak. When they speak, you think they are common Igbo. We to pronounce that time, you know. So, like I said, you will have within the community agreed on they selecting their spokesperson. Usually two. One is usually not enough. Usually two. Are you getting me? And those people should be somebody who is selecting, who can also be able to communicate well. So when you get there, after they have appointed the spokesperson, you the head worker will sit in between the spokesperson. Like one is here, somebody come and sit down. Hello, hello. Don't sit still. You don't want that. So we are here now. You are the head worker, member of the community, member of the community representative. You already have the thematic area in your hand based on what you prepare from the answer to those questionnaires. After your analysis, you will give it to them. Say, these are things they should discuss. So discuss. So they will introduce themselves to the member of the community and now start. She will like start first. Okay, you greet everybody. Their language, you know, we don't speak Oyibo there. Speak Yoruba purely. And if there's other people that are Yoruba there, somebody can interpret it to them. But you can also say, they can also speak it in English so that that other person that is not can understand what they are saying. Now she will ask for example, now, this is what they are saying, no, this and this, so that she wants members going to explain what they understand about COVID-19. Are you telling me? Or for example, if you want to create the mind, what is human papilloma virus? Human papilloma virus. You ask them. You stand there. You don't sit down. You listen to them. They will be talking. When you have get the feedback, you have to take record out. You must record what is happening. You have a small, if your phone anything, you have to record. When they have discussed that, and let's assume throughout the discussion, what they are saying is not in line with evidence-based medicine or so, you will not thank them. Don't say you are wrong. No answer is wrong. Don't say you are wrong. You clap for them, you say, thank you for this your contribution. But you now say, what science is saying no is that human papillomavirus vaccine, virus is a virus that causes cervical cancer. And in countries where vaccination have been given to children early, from the age of 9 to 14, it has found that over 90% of those children are protected from having cancer of the cervix. And this is the period of cancer of the cervix, you will have all kind of things. So you have already filled that gap. Now, you don't use all the words at once. You will not even go to the level of what I've said to you. If they say, what can you collect? Except they have given the answer that virus, they're not like that. Iran knew. So you first tackle that thing with evidence. I don't know where I'm getting it. Yes. You can see the difference of community sensitization. It's not different. Yes. So, after that one, look at what I'm saying. Look at my one. Identify community affected. That's the first thing I said today. Yes. Do stakeholders analysis. What is stakeholders analysis? In a community, there are what they call people with clean assumption. You know what they call clean assumption? There's nothing that is good in government. Government, they want to do. One man, they always say things that, thank you. That they are lying. They just want to come and sterilize our children so that children population will go down. There are people with killing assumption. Are you getting me? So, and most of them, sorry, I'm not stigmatizing them. The third teachers, they are very fond of that. The lawyers just community, the lawyers, and some half-baked head workers that are retired. Those are what they call killing assumption. They will kill anything. Are you getting me? That's why I say stakeholder analysis. Who are we going to invite in this program? Apart from the ballet, members of the chiefs are very, very important. Now, we need retired teachers. We need retired court workers, all the court bailiffs, all those, those people, the market women, the youth, the drivers, again, the farmers association, the market, the Yalaje, those important, you do those things, all of them are represented. That's what you call stakeholder analysis. And in addition to that, you are supposed to invite law enforcement agents. Not because they want to come and prevent crime. Because so that tomorrow, if after the community have agreed, this is what they want to do, and somebody violates it, the community cannot report to the security people that, look, what we want to do that to protect us, somebody is not cooperating. It's people that, when that meeting, please sir, you must flow with this idea and also, so I also invite them. Then depends on the epidemics. If it's like COVID that time, you need Minister of Agriculture, because there might be things that will help us to do. Minister of Environment is very, very crucial. In many epidemic diseases, they will be there. Now, so how do you know those with killing assumptions? During that time of your questionnaire, you have like open-ended section where you see them will write their minds, scatter the government, that the government is wicked. They want to make people, you want to identify them. And this is questionnaire that you read to, they have to put some little identification. whether A or B. They don't even put their full name. So you know one A is the one saying this. Are you getting me? And so those are the things. Then proper committee entry is what I say. You have to call the KBAC through whoever you use as your focal point to reach them that we are coming so and so day. Then you locate a good venue of the day of the community engagement. This place, look at this is not okay now. Though they say see here, but if not, they can look for a school or anywhere that when people are there, they will not sweat too much. There won't be too much heat, or if there's rain will not beat them. With discussion with the KBAC or the Olori or whoever, they will help you get a good venue. You let them know the date you are coming. I already said all these things, but I'm just using the slide now. Let them know the date you are coming. I think give them 72 hours before the community engagement. That still means community engagement. Now, at your level, you said the NGA team will assemble community engagement. We assemble community engagement team. It's supposed to be team. They didn't put it. I don't know who they are missing. So, to assemble community engagement team. Let me correct when they are done. Okay. Are you getting me? That is, it is people like you. You will, when you go back, you will train your team that will go with you. You don't just leave for say you are going. You have to do that, understand the procedure. Then, first do the training session within your, just as you are doing now. You do the practical within your FGA, within yourself before you go out. So that they will master, that's what we say, hold training session to master the community engagement process. What we are doing now is what I'm doing at the level of the state. We are already holding, I'm not holding a section now to understand this. Now, design engagement to capture baseline data, and that is the one that I said before you go, you will have get information. Questionnaire, that is what we call design engagement to capture baseline data on the key knowledge, attitude, and practice of the community for purpose of evaluating part of the engagement, so that after you know their set, they already, with the question already know the way they think. After the engagement, you go back like 3, 4, 5, 6 months later, you repeat that questionnaire and go check the questionnaire. You will discover that if your engagement is good, the way they talk the first time you come will not be the same way. So that baseline is to first know their understanding. Apart from you to get thematic areas, also to know how they feel, what they know, what they understand, what they practice. Are you getting me? Let me give you an example. When you say knowledge, you can hear something and not really go about it. Somebody can hear of hypertension, but if they ask what is hypertension, you may not be able to define it. You may not even know at what blood level. Are you getting me? Or blood pressure. You can somebody hypertensive. Please go front, go back now. Don't move too fast. Hold on. Yes, okay. I wanted to move on now. So, are you getting what I'm tell you? Yes. So, knowledge is beyond awareness. For example, I ask you, say, are you aware of hypertension? You say, yes. That is awareness. It's not the same thing as knowledge. Knowledge is what is hypertension now. Define, okay, somebody the BP above 140, 90 for the elderly, the other one 130, 80, but we use 130, 90 as baseline for most people. Now you understand the person have knowledge about it. What does it cause? It can cause cerebral damage, it can cause a lot of things. You know, that is now knowledge. So the question you design, not only talking about are you aware, you leave open-ended question. You now say explain what it called that so they should explain what they understand. So if they describe it very well, you know they have knowledge. Attitude. What is attitude? For example now, If I am sitting with somebody and he's coughing, even in the church, I feel it will be uncomfortable, even though me I can cough. But because my attitude already feels that I am afraid that someone that cough can give me this disease. Once they start coughing and the cough is not stopping, I just find a way to just move out of that place. That is what is called attitude. That attitude is based on the knowledge that I know that sitting close with somebody who cough can transmit that disease or whatever is causing that problem cough can transmit to me. That is what is called attitude. Attitude is acting based on knowledge. That is what is called attitude. Like now, you cannot eat without washing your hands. If you want to eat paleta, can you eat without washing your hands? Is it possible? Okay, why will you eat without washing your hands? Why will you eat without washing your hands? Oh, sorry, why would you not eat without washing your hands?
I'm trying to say, why would you?
Yes. Yes, thank you. Why will you not wash your hands before eating? Thank you. Look, if you don't wash your hands, you might get it. That is why you cannot eat without washing your hands. Are you getting me? That is attitude. Are you listening to me? Now, you are cooking. You are a woman. You buy a fork from the market. You just put inside pots and start cooking it. No, I'm just talking. And because you know, that is why I say, and it's your knowledge. It's not this kind of knowledge that is affecting your attitude. Ordinarily, I can just put the fork and just, like me, if I cook this now, sorry, that is true, like, you know, I don't leave my wife here. I don't pick my piece, I don't have that kind of time. I don't have that kind of time. I just put her there, let me eat my food. So when I'm eating, I've been looking for most of the pieces I buy, they don't have clothes. I'm looking, I just I don't say. So, like I'm saying, I'm trying to break everything so that I understand what you mean knowledge, attitude, and practice. Attitude is what makes you, are you getting me to say, no, I cannot eat food that is not washed. Are you getting me? I cannot eat food that is not washed. The practice is now doing things based on your attitude. The washing of vegetable itself is practice. Your own knowing that, no, I cannot trust. It's an attitude. Are you listening to me? What I mean, for example, just like somebody like us who grew up in Nigeria. When I go abroad like this, me and my children, when we are going, there's a place they call zebra crossing. If I greet them, Moses come, see me running.
It's true.
My dad said, Daddy, don't run, they will not entertain me.
Go to family. Nigeria, you know, I call you.
I say, love me, up to now I'm telling you, I don't feel safe. I don't think I know Zebra, what Zebra? And as if my share is confirmed, recently I went to Abuja. I saw those pedestrian lights. We can put it. So it was still showing red and I waited. I said when it gets to the green, I will cross. You see now I get to the ground to cross. See all these vehicles. Oh, my high speed, I'm not joking. Up till now, go to Abuja. My high speed. I like my say that the better tell them to remove those girls. They don't kill them. Then because those children who are staying abroad, they can come and just get the seed and think that it's attitude. The practice is, you know, that is me with what I see in Nigeria. I must run.
So the answer is that permanenting, I already know what it is. So now run it in practice. Let me run away from danger. That is what is called knowledge, attitude, and practice. Are you getting me? Now, when you have developed that tool, you do a pre-test. Just like that, this is a mock section. Mock section. Because we are going to practice it just like a mock section to know whether what we have developed is fake. Because we are going to do breakdown section. So when you will develop a tool, divide yourself into two groups. Are you getting me? Member of the community that you will interview, all of you can develop two. After you now divide yourself into groups. Where some people will administer the tool to get information that will help you now design what is your community engagement activity. Are you getting me? When you are doing mobilized resources such as human material, we are also going to give you some money to do it, step down these activities at the LGA.
Thank you, sir.
And it will be done based on the available resources. Are you listening to me? It will be done based on available resources so that is why we are saying training of trainers on community engagement. Are you getting me? Yes. And when you are being involved in the press, I did not start on time. My press officer is around. I was waiting for the press woman. That is what I was waiting for. So whatever it is, let the press be part of it because they are going to help you spread information. They will help you. One day, there are people that always listen to them and respect their opinion. You can't do without involving the press. It will be exercise in futility. Are you listening to me? Then involve security apparatus, like I said. The main thing is not really about maintaining security in that venue. But beyond that, so that when you are implementing, you will know as I go, you will understand what I'm talking about. Now, you see the two I said at the NGA level, you know, NGA person has even see community agreement things. That thing they don't put in the first place is here.
Yes.
Are you getting me? Yes. Both say just design agreement to pretest. We are moving forward now. Oh yeah, still continue. Still move forward. Yeah. Okay, so you train community mobilizer and engage them in sustaining the post. So because after the community engagement, this mobilizer, social mobilization officer, are you getting me? Are the one that you will be sending, they will be, you know, whatever you have discussed. Are the one we are going to share this thing with you, but can still take the picture. But we are going to share everything with you. There is no tell you can see this thing anywhere in the world. I developed this document. There is no tell. So you get them as how to announce the event daily for 3 days on your company computer. So before you do it, every day they should be announcing that people are coming. Oh, we are coming to do this. So for 3 days, so that. Depending on I didn't hear today, we will get second day or at least the third day. All right. Continue. Move down. You see, when you train them, let them know that they must use language that is concise. Are you getting me? Yes. Now, let's go to your LG. Let's look at the top to your right hand side. So, during the discussion, you guide them in discussing, like I said, you know, you are the health worker, they are the community people. You guide them after they are making their this thing. You always have to provide guide to let them know. Are you getting me? Use this for example now. Guide the community in discussing the development of Lassa fever in their local language, simple terms, as I said before. Emphasize the signs and symptoms, mode of transition and mode of control, method of control. Then allow them to discuss the minds and beliefs, myths and misconceptions. Those that will let them discuss it fully. You don't tell them they are wrong. you only tell them, based on so study, if possible, if you have a pamphlet, based on study done so and so place, this is the true cause of so and so thing. It's caused by rats, droppings and all. That's how Lassa fever is caused. It's not caused by one witchcraft or whatever. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
After that, you will now elect volunteers, at least, to act as community influencer, to ensure agri community action are not violated. In other words, before this slide, I mentioned before, you will have agreed that this is what we are going to do. That's a work with. They discovered that there are a lot of waste dump in those areas. The agreement was that they are going to mobilize the government to evacuate those waste dumps, which they did, and that they should stop doing half-fried garri. The garri should be properly fried. And not only that nobody should be seen spreading food items along the road. So those two committee volunteers, Mr. Kumaka was there now, where is she? Okay, they were people that did one of that it was very effective. They gave their number. You see them calling that the system has opened by violating it to they will tell, okay, report to the KBAC, report to this. At the end of the day, those violators were reported to the KBAC, to remember that you were there when they say, why do you want to cover us in this community? So you need them, you at least elect them. Government as often as possible to monitor compliance. Are they working in line with what has been agreed during that engagement processes? Are we listening?
Yes, sir.
Now, provide feedback to the community on observed issue. Like that, how they come to Kumaka, they call those ones violating. You cannot call. You cannot call member, the KBAC or the union leader, whoever. That we learn your people are not working in line with what we have all agreed. Please do something about it. That is what you say. Provide feedback to the committee on observed issue. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Evaluate engagement intervention using predetermined indicators. You will have designed what's called indicators. What do you expect to achieve? One, I want to reduce the number of people that have this particular disease. If it is those that don't go and take HPV vaccine, you want to now find out how many HPV vaccines have increased after this our engagement. Are you getting me? If the people that are drying garri on the ground, how many of them have stopped drying garri on the ground or tomato or those on the ground? Are you listening to me? So you will have designed, these are the things we are going to do today. We are not going to do too much talking. Are you getting me? So when we are done with this one, you will do a breakout section. You divide the tax, likely we divide the tax for them from the beginning. You know, those that are going to assemble, those that will form the Oba, then you will select your Oba, select. So at the end of the day, Mr. Kumakiwa, because he's an active participant, all of you work together. The DNS was also here then. Yeah, we're here when we do. So all of you work together and ensure that all these things, are you getting me? So that they will develop a tool and look at the tool and vet it. Are you getting me? They will not get their the community team. Like that time we were doing I think I say it was the Babalawo. Yes, it was the Babalawo. We did that. Then that COVID was very effective. He will say no, it's a lie. That's that somebody committed something. That is why it's happening. That he will do the shall do something. They will make sure his own he was serious. Pastor was one of the chief also. What? Pastor one of the chief. So it was a practical session. So what we want us to first do in the breakout section is the tools and getting. So in the afternoon, we will now do the proper community engagement activities. So if there is question, you can ask. Thank you. Let me stop at this level.
Thank you very much, Thank you very much, sir. You are a super, I would say, teacher. Yes. And what I'm going to say is not per se a question, but I want to talk from experience regarding this issue of killing absorption. I really appreciate that point. We really witnessed it during the COVID-19 pandemic issue. Fortunately, one of my colleagues here witnessed this very situation I want to relate, so that we know the extent and the power of those who constitute themselves as a killing absorptions. It was a community engagement. We were able to gather like about 60 community people in that ward. Having talked to them on the COVID-19, we were impressed, hoping that all of them were contributing positively, accepting this. You will not believe it. An old woman just raised up her hand. We were eager, happy to point to her. By the time she will make her comment, all that we have labored. So because I think I may take some distance from you people, let me express that. He said when you were identifying, because just like Oga said, two of the community were asked to be asking the questions like what we have here now. So one of those things they identify is that sneezing, that one of the symptoms is constant sneezing. He said yes. He said very good. He now said it in their dialect from Ikare and Konotis. He said, Ichi. He said, Ashila. All of them just join her. We were put on the spot. Finding it difficult to get our level and to complete them again. And so, one of them was mentioning this issue of killing absorption. And my God, if you experience that, it is very, very serious to get out of such situation.
Thank you so much. You see, that's why the community agreement is skill. What I say is a skill. Just one, you will say yes. What harm if sneezing is a symptom? If you agree that sneezing is a symptom, what harm is it? The truth about it is that COVID-19 can come with any symptom. Whether sneezing, headache, sleeping, doesn't matter. You see, Mr. Okole or Igedusa, so yeah, he taught us about what is called harmful and unharmful traditional practices. What's harmful traditional practices? When I was small, they used to tell me the story. I was very small. I was always sick. They used to put this small calabash on my neck. So they will say, they will be beating band. They will say, Olikelegbe, Lorun tó fi tọrọ ẹmuká. Olikelegbe, Lorun tó fi tọrọ ẹmuká. You know, my father, my grandmother, all of them are Yorubas. So they say I will be dancing. Now, let's say I'm sick and I go to the hospital. You now remove from my neck. Is it your business? It's not your business. Is it going to harm me? They use cotton wool thread, those threads that do not harm, with a small calabash. They believe that this boy that is always sick, this one will protect him so that he will not die. That is what is called unharmful traditional practice. But if you now see them put a lot of this thing on my body and flash it, you can now say, no, this one cause blood, this one cause bleeding, it can cause, that is harmful. Or tell a child, don't give a child fish, or don't give a child egg. Those are harmful traditional practice. So if somebody make a goof on symptom, it's not your business. In fact, you just downplay that one. Go on with your community engagement. That's why I say it's not teacher-student relationship. In community engagement, it's that's why you are engaging them. You are not teaching them. So they are also entitled to their opinion. But when you have superior information, despite that noise, those many of them will say, oh, what these people are saying, no, is the truth. So you are going to be meeting those things, but your own business is not should not bother you. I don't know whether you're getting what I'm trying to tell you. Yes. Even with doctors, they can make mistake in symptoms and it doesn't matter. Like always say, medicine never say never in medical condition or practice. Anything you can see an unusual symptom. Most symptoms you see us getting then are the ones who are reported. I had COVID then. After almost a year, if I'm moving, I'll have it like my breath is seizing. Because COVID is a bad disease, I'm telling you. Until eventually my system overcome it. Sometimes you will not see those symptoms in, like I say, if I see food then, I just want to run away from food. I'll be cold, but if I put hot water, wahala will come. If I put, so it comes with all kinds of symptoms. So sometimes that is not even our issue. Our issue is win them to yourself. That is why we call it community engagement. Win them to yourself with superior facts, scientific facts. Are you listening to me? So that is it. So if you have another question, so that we can then before you start designing your the questionnaire should be more than 10. You just agree on a particular disease or divine creation that you want to address. You design 10 questionnaire, put some open-ended. Are you getting me? The member of the committee will answer it, you analyze it and give us your destiny before, maybe after lunch, we will now do the committee engagement. You know we are lodging in your hotel. The only thing we didn't remember to tell you is that we have told the wives to come with their husband. While the husbands will come with their wife. We are lodging you in this hotel. Very comfortable place. Ìwọ ló mọ̀, ìjọba mú ẹ. Má deny it, I will deny you. I don't know you. So what I'm saying is that after the launch, we will now do the real engagement. So yeah, let's hear from you.
Thank you. Yeah, so one challenge, a big challenge we have on this issue of Lassa fever, especially at the remote area, the interior. You know, they normally spread the carrion floor. This time we visited them, we tell them, we sensitize them, but because it's there when we left, it happened. And I asked them questions that week always that the same answer they are giving me is that number one, their customers were coming from a longer distance and they love those garri spread on the floor. They use the sun dry and give it to them. They love it and it paid them more profit than the one they fry on the fire. And secondly, that this garri they are selling, the money gained there were used to sponsor their children, and did they want their children not to go to school again? Instead they don't see our in-law like this, they just pack their garri and keep it. But when we left, they start spreading it again. And the environmental intervene once, but when they go there, they collect money from them and they leave them. So the environmental was saying that they don't want them to harm them because those people they will have to do, they don't want to lose their life. So I don't know, we have visited the traditional ruler, they have spoken to them. The thing is this.
Yeah, thank you so much for that question. We are back to square one. What you have been doing is community sensitization. No. You are not involved there. After all, their house, at least when not work. It worked. There's no way whether that it not work. You only do sensitization. If you listen to, I mean, go off, let me show something. Okay, leave it. See, elect volunteer from the member of the community. You can't do this kind of engagement without the KBC or the ballet giving you the go ahead. If the ballet give you go ahead, and the person, the representative of the KBC or ballet will be there, they will go back and give the ballet feedback. Nobody began at the community. Mind you, on those days we are very enlightened. There are no ballet, no matter how it is, that does not have a child who is educated, that does not have understanding. They may not be graduates, but let me tell you, our people are very, very intelligent. By the time you get them involved, they are the one that will spread this thing. They will tell you no. That is different because what we do in community sensitization, you not done. They should do community engagement. If you do it twice the second time, I'm telling you, the story will change. Because Mr. Kumakwa is here now. They did it, and they know where they went to that did not work. It worked. UNICEF funded it because they also saw the outcome of this activity. So just master the act. That is why we are calling you. In different communities, like you are telling them, you are just talking to them, and how many of you know? When you are getting out of like what Oga said just now, okay, you are the one that says that about 60 people, yeah, you are talking of good number. Even if, like I also said, their own method is that don't make them say, no, my opinion is better. Even when they say wrong to you, tell them your own. Don't enforce it on them. Leave them. The community engagement tool is not prescriptive. It's engagement. I get it, we will talk, we agree. One way or the other, if you do it once and you do not get your result the way it is, I know you're going to get something, you go back again. And that is where we are going to emphasize, and we'll find a way around this. Probably as things are evolving, we will discuss with your coordinators and see how we are going to make money regularly available. For making a provision from all of that funding, they can use that for regular, but don't turn it back to sensitization. People after some time they go back again to their own ways. When you do community engagement, it works. It has never failed. It doesn't fail. But you have to understand it, and you have to believe in it, because the first thing is that for you to even try something, you have to also believe in it. If you don't believe in it, you will not be able to sell it. Are you getting me? So you also have to believe on this community engagement strategy, so that after that, you will later come and give a testimony of how effective the tool is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. From the lecture we just listened to now, and from what the SMO was, there is some advantages in community engagement that is can yield positive result more than that sensitization. From our statement, he said that after leaving that place, the community engagement, the two volunteers will still be there.
Yes, it's true.
So that means that you will still be there even after leaving that place.
Yes.
Then another thing is that there is going to be a community law
Yes.
that will protect and will maintain what we discuss
That's
upon.
what we call opinion, agree decision. That's the whole way work now. Those people that were not, maybe you were not there then. You were not. I'm talking of 2018. It worked. Okay, was the yes. Yeah, I hope that following year, second year, the third year again, it started again. Because there was no follow up with that engagement. So it's not something we do. You know, there is what is called dynamic society or community. You are in that community today, by tomorrow, next tomorrow, you might move out of that community. After some time, you may see dilution. After that engagement, it may just be less than 10% that's remaining. You know, when you talk about herd immunity, you must ensure at least 80% of people around are vaccinated or knowledgeable about an activity. when the people there are less than, if you are engaged, do agreement with like 50 people that are going to help the community, after 6 months, over 60% of them have left. You understand that that process is no longer effective. So it's not a one-off thing that you do today is finished, that there won't be another community agreement again. Something you must do over and over again. Question, so that I can start your assignment. Oh, this is pure. This assignment is serious. So pure practical. So on this note, let me leave you to do a breakout section and design the first thing. Please take note. Design the tool. Administer the tool. Are you getting me? Divide yourself into committee. First of all of you are going to design the tool together. After designing the tool, you can now select some few participants among you to do the administration of the tool. At the end of the tool, you now come out and analyze. Okay, you put it on your laptop. Does it? Okay. So you can now agree. No, tomorrow is practical. It's going to be in the field. It's going to be practical because we don't want to just end. I want our team to follow. We follow you to the field so that they observe what you are doing. They will also help Mrs. Kajero. They will all there. It's just that Mr. all of them are no longer. A lot of our people were there then. So after the tool, you administer the tools, analyze it. Then when we now come, you present to us first before you start the community engagement. That will be community engagement will be done after lunch. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Mo kọ́ nílé mo ká lẹ́jọ́.